Stop complaining about the heat of the sun while you're waiting for a rideshare, or how much it hurts when you accidentally stub your toe on a table leg. Logically, modern humans are actually creatures that are very pampered sensorially. We built a civilization with only one goal: to minimize discomfort. We have AC for temperature, painkillers for headaches, and soft mattresses for our backs. We have become very accustomed to the order of comfort. But Synoptic has another side to show you. In remote corners of the world, or even in the midst of seemingly normal societies, there are cultural protocols that intentionally seek out pain. They do not seek comfort, they seek the limit. They hack their own nervous systems to prove that the human spirit is far stronger than the flesh that envelops it. Today, we will dissect 6 of the most extreme cultural rituals on Earth. We will see how pain, death, and danger are used as tools to create absolute social order. Prepare your endurance logic. Let's break them down one by one. Ma'anene, the post-death reunion protocol. We begin this journey with Toraja, Indonesia. For the Western logic, or urbanites accustomed to one-way funerals, death is the end of program. Once buried, it's over. But in Toraja, there is the Ma'anene ritual. Regularly, every few years, families will open the coffins of their deceased relatives, take out their mummified remains, clean them, and change their clothes for new ones. The logic is the continuity of affection. For the Torajan people, death is not a disconnected cable, but a shift in status. Your POV now: you're grooming your grandfather who died 10 years ago, putting a new suit on him, combing his hair, and taking a family photo as if he were still there. My Nene dictates our logic that the fear of a corpse is merely a cultural construct. By touching and caring for those who have passed, the Torajan community eliminates the trauma of loss and builds an eternal family order. They prove that death is unable to erase the memory system and respect within a lineage. Bullet Ant Initiation, the Maturity Update Protocol. Jump to the Amazon rainforest of Brazil, specifically the Satere-Mawe tribe. Here, if you want to be considered a real man, you don't need a driver's license or diploma. You need gloves filled with hundreds of bullet ants, Paraponera clavata. These ants have a sting equivalent to being hit by a bullet, a level 4 out of 4 pain on the Schmidt scale. The logic is initiation via trauma. You must wear those gloves for 10 minutes while dancing, as hundreds of ants inject neurotoxic venom into your hands. Your hands will be paralyzed, swollen, and you will tremble in agony for hours. Your POV: you are trying to hold back tears in front of the entire tribe, while your nervous system is screaming error at maximum volume. Why must it be this cruel? Because for this tribe, if you can endure the most extreme pain in the forest, then you have a leadership logic strong enough to guard the tribe from any threat. This is a forced system update for the young men's mentality to prepare them for the harshness of the outside world. Land diving, the unsafe bungee protocol. On Pentesit Island, Vanuatu, there is a ritual called Nagol, or land diving. Every yam harvest season, men climb wooden towers 20 to 30 meters high, tie their ankles with 2 vines, tree roots, and then plunge downward. The goal: their heads must lightly touch the ground before the vines pull them back. The logic is risking life for fertility. They believe that if the jump is good, the soil will be fertile. Technically, this is the ancestor of bungee jumping, but with one difference. These vines do not have laboratory-measured elasticity. If the vine is too long, your neck breaks. If it's too short, you slam into the tower. Your POV: you stand at the top of a tower swaying in the wind, looking at the hard ground below, and the only thing keeping you alive is a piece of tree root you chose yourself. Now gold dictates our logic that order in agriculture and masculine bravery often must be paid with the courage to defy the laws of gravity. Teeth sharpening, the spiritual aesthetic protocol. We return to Indonesia, specifically the Mentawai Islands. Here, beautiful women are not measured by expensive skincare, but by how sharp their teeth are. The teeth sharpening ritual is performed by carving the teeth into points using wood chisels and stones without anesthesia. The logic is the balance of soul and body. The Mentawai people believe that humans have a soul that can easily escape if their physical form does not look beautiful or balanced. Pointed teeth like a shark are considered a standard of beauty that will make the woman's soul feel at home inside her body. Your POV. You are sitting back, your mouth open as someone begins to chisel your teeth one by one. The sensation is beyond words, piercing directly into your deepest logic. Teeth sharpening is proof that for humans, pain is a small sacrifice for a spiritual order. Beauty is not just a visual matter, but a physical struggle to achieve a cultural ideal. Sadhu, the biological subjugation protocol. In India, there are ascetics called sadhus. Some of them perform extreme practices of self-mortification. Some stand for 10 years without ever sitting down. Others raise their right hand continuously until the arm withers, stiffens, and the nails grow through the palms because they are never cut. The logic is asceticism or worldly rejection. For sadhus, the body is a prison, and pain is the path to liberation. By ignoring biological needs, sitting or resting the hand, they are attempting to override basic human requirements. Your POV. You see a man whose arm looks like a dead tree branch raised to the sky for decades. You ask, why? The answer is because for him, divine logic is more important than his physical organ functions. Sadhus dictate our logic that extreme mental concentration is capable of silencing all danger signals sent by the nervous system. Sokushinbutsu, the living mummy protocol. Finally, the most systemically terrifying, Sokushinbutsu. This is the ancient practice of Japanese monks attempting to become mummies while they are still alive. They undergo an extreme diet for years, eating only seeds and nuts to eliminate all body fat. Then they drink toxic tea from the urushi tree, so their bodies become poisonous to insects and bacteria. The logic is the achievement of eternal enlightenment. In the final stage, the monk enters a small stone box underground, breathes through a bamboo pipe, and rings a bell every day to tell those outside he is still alive. When the bell stops ringing, the pipe is removed and the box is sealed. Your POV as a monk. You sit in meditation in total darkness, your body already shriveled, poison flowing in your veins, waiting for the final system shutdown peacefully. Sokushinbutsu is the peak of the wonder. It is a moment where a human consciously and systematically transforms themselves from living beings into sacred objects for the sake of eternal spiritual order. So, what is the common thread of these 6 extreme rituals? Logically, humans are the only creatures on Earth capable of ignoring the survival instinct for the sake of an idea. Animals will never intentionally sting themselves with ants or chisel their own teeth, but humans do it because we need order, or the order of meaning. Mai Nene creates order within the sense of loss. Bullet ants and Nagol create order in social castes. Teeth sharpening and sadhus create order within spiritual identity. Sokushinbutsu creates order in eternal devotion. The pain in these rituals serves as an initiation that locks an individual's commitment to their group. Once you pass through the same pain as others, you have a bond that cannot be broken by ordinary logic. We often feel our lives are heavy, yet our ancestors have proven that the human body is capable of bearing any physical burden, as long as the logic and the goal are clear. Thank you for watching until the end. If you like how we explain complex things to make them make more sense, don't forget to follow Synoptic. We will continue to discuss many everyday things that are actually fascinating, as long as they're explained the right way. Synoptic, the world simplified, one thought at a time.